In previous video we have discussed what is chest tube function, complications, and what are the contraindications of the chest tube insertion or placement. Then we have discussed what is the exact chest tube devices which are present in the market. Now we are going to discuss what is the chest drainage system. Then we will discuss what is thoracostomy procedure and what is the exact location where chest tube is inserted. But first we will discuss what is chest drainage system. So chest drainage system is very important to sustain or make actually when there is air or fluid or blood or pus accumulates in pleural space, then the normal negative intrapleural pressure becomes positive and exert pressure on lungs and lungs collapse. The normal expansion of the lungs is restricted. What is the purpose of chest drainage system? It is used to restore the original negative intrapleural pressure so that normally lungs can expand against the pleural cavity. Chest drainage system actually contains 3 bottles. One is collection bottle, second water seal, and it acts as a one-way valve. Third is suction control. So this side is from patient. This direction. from patient, this fluid or blood comes in this direction, and air moves through this in this direction. This bottle is collection bottle. It called collection bottle because it collects blood or fluid or pus from patient side. Next bottle, this is water seal bottle. It is called water seal bottle because in this the air which goes from this bottle to this bottle is trapped inside water. Next, this is suction control bottle. Okay. Here this has the connection to atmospheric pressure. This bottle, why is called suction control bottle? Because it has one connection with the outer atmosphere, and with this atmosphere it controls the pressure inside these two bottles. Towards suction. The chest drainage system, three bottles are involved: a collection bottle, water seal bottle, which acts as a one-way valve, and suction control bottle. First, this is called collection bottle because it collects blood or fluid from the patient. And next, it acts as a water seal bottle because it traps air inside water. Next, this acts as a suction control bottle due to atmospheric connection. Next thing we are going to discuss is thoracostomy. Thoracostomy is basically the procedure in which chest drain or chest tube is inserted in the chest cavity, pleural cavity. Exact location. The most important thing which is here is what is the location of chest tube insertion in the chest pleural cavity. Its boundaries are lateral border, it is called safe zone. Lateral border of pectoralis major muscle. Anterior border of latissimus dorsi. Horizontal line inferior to axilla. Horizontal line just above to nipple area. This is Merovingium sterni. Sternum. Xiphoid process. Here is clavicle, which is articulates with acromial process of scapula. Acromial process of scapula. Here we have first rib, which is curled around. Second rib, third rib, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Here is present pectoralis major muscle. Here is pectoralis major muscle. This is lateral border of pectoralis major muscle. Here is present latissimus dorsi. Dorsi muscle, pectoralis major muscle. This is the lateral border of pectoralis major muscle. This is anterior border of latissimus dorsi muscle. So here we have two borders: lateral border of pectoralis major muscle, and anterior border of latissimus dorsi muscle. Here we have two boundaries of this safe zone in which chest tube or thoracic catheter can be inserted. Here is horizontal line inferior to axilla, and here is first space, intercostal space, second intercostal space, third intercostal space. Second intercostal space is located here, angle of Lewis. First space, second space, third space, here is the fourth space. Here is nipple area located. And horizontal line just above to this nuclear area. Is marking the boundary of safe zone. Lateral border of pectoralis major muscle, anterior border of latissimus dorsi muscle, horizontal line just inferior to axilla, and horizontal line just superior to nuclear area. This is safe zone. This is safe zone for insertion of chest tube or thoracic catheter for drainage purpose. Actually, this is fifth intercostal space. Which is safe for insertion of chest tube. Now, Now we are going to discuss care of chest tube. There are some points which you have to remember in care of chest tube. First of all, patient care. In patient care, should encourage the patient about his breathing. Should encourage the patient about his breathing, either he is breathing difficulty or experiencing extreme breathlessness. In this case, patient should be encouraged to inform healthcare as soon as possible, immediately. Next, regularly check breath sounds, regularly check breath sounds. If there are breath sounds are diminished or absent on the affected side, then there is possibility. One possibility is that lungs still not expand, and another possibility should be that there is a leakage of the system. Third, regularly check vitals of the patient. Regularly check the vitals of the patient, blood pressure of patient, pulse, saturation. It helps in diagnosing early any flaw or any system failure or chest tube drainage failure. Next, after patient care, next is chest tube care. In chest tube care, you have to look for any leakage of the tube, or any leakage of the whole tubing system. Any leak in the connection of the tubes, either connection of the chest tube with the patient wall, or in chest drainage system, wherever leakage is present, located. Next care involve care of drainage system. Care of drainage system is very important. In this, there are three bottles are present, in which one is water seal bottle. If there is mild bubbling in the water seal bottle, then it is normal. When patient exhales air, then in water seal bottle normal bubbling is present, and as a return, when patient inhales air in lungs, then there is no bubbling in the water seal bottle. But if you suspect that in spite of normal exhaling and inhaling, normal bubbling, there is excessive bubbling present in water seal bottle. Excessive bubbling in water seal bottle shows that there is a leakage in the system. Excessive bubbling shows leakage in the system. And whenever you find these excessive bubbling, then maybe there is a need to change the water chest drainage system, or you have to check for any leakage in the tubic system, or any blockage of the chest tube, or any kinks, or any loops which are present, may be present in chest tube. There has to be need to locate them and remove them. Otherwise, these complications are if these points are not taken into care, then they can lead to chest tube clogging and blockage, and ultimately which leads to the accumulation of fluid or blood around the heart and lungs, and can lead to cardiac tamponade, and can lead to hematoma, and can lead to deterioration of the patient condition, and very hazardous to patient. So this is all about chest tube drainage system and thoracostomy technique.